Welcome back to Grammar Fundamentals for the PSAT. This is Chapter 1, Lesson 5. So far, a sentence has had one subject and one predicate. Today, we let them double up. We'll look at compound subjects and compound predicates. Let's start with the compound subject. A compound subject is just two or more simple subjects that share the same predicate. Take this one. Idaho and Montana lie in the northern Rockies. There are two subjects, Idaho and Montana, but only one predicate, lie in the northern Rockies. They're joined by a little connecting word. Here it's and. You'll also see or, either or, and neither nor doing the same job. Now flip it around. A compound predicate is two or more verbs that share the same subject. Listen. Some visitors neither notice nor enjoy abstract art. There's just one subject, the visitors, but two verbs, notice and enjoy. They're connected the very same way, here with neither nor. So one subject is doing two things, and that gives you a compound predicate. Here's the twist. A sentence can have both at once. Crocodiles and alligators swim but hunt on land. Look at the front. Crocodiles and alligators. That's two subjects, so a compound subject. Now look at the verbs, swim and hunt. That's two verbs, so a compound predicate. Two subjects and two verbs in the same sentence, and you've got both. So here's your quick check for any sentence. Count the subjects, then count the verbs. If you find two subjects but one verb, that's a compound subject. If you find one subject but two verbs, that's a compound predicate. And if you find two of each, two subjects and two verbs, then it's both. Count the subjects, count the verbs. That's the whole decision. Let's try a few. In this first set, count the subjects and the verbs, then decide, compound subject, compound predicate, or both. Pause and try each one before I answer. Plums and pears grow on trees. Count the subjects, plums and pears, that's two. Count the verbs, grow, that's just one. Two subjects, one verb. So the answer is compound subject. We ate and napped on the bus. Count the subjects. Just we, that's one. Count the verbs. Ate and napped. That's two. One subject, two verbs. So the answer is compound predicate. Crocodiles and alligators swim in the water, but hunt on land. Count the subjects. Crocodiles and alligators. That's two. Count the verbs. Swim and hunt. That's two as well. Two of each. So the answer is both. Three more. Same plan. Count the subjects, count the verbs. Then choose compound subject, compound predicate, or both. Pause and try each one. Marie and Pierre Curie won the 1903 Nobel Prize in Physics. Count the subjects, Marie and Pierre, that's two. Count the verbs, one, that's one. Two subjects, one verb. So the answer is compound subject. Dams hold back water and prevent flooding. Count the subjects, just dams, that's one. Count the verbs, hold and prevent, that's two. One subject, two verbs. So the answer is compound predicate. Puppies and kittens play and sleep most of the day. Count the subjects, puppies and kittens, that's two. Count the verbs, play and sleep, that's two. Two of each, so the answer is both. Let's wrap up. A compound subject is two or more subjects that share one predicate, joined by and, or, either or or neither nor. A compound predicate is two or more verbs that share one subject, connected the same way. And a single sentence can carry both at once. When in doubt, just count. Count the subjects, count the verbs, and let the numbers tell you. Two subjects means a compound subject. Two verbs means a compound predicate. And two of each means both. Great work.